Are we doing this?
Yeah. You wanna?
We should just tell the truth quickly. They're gonna cut us off.
Yes.
We have 1 minute.
Today we're learning English with the TV series The Morning Show, with one of the most intense and dramatic scenes from the series, where Jennifer Aniston's character, Alex, while being live on TV, decides to blow the whistle on all the dirty situation that was happening in the network. The expression to blow the whistle, by the way, means to tell people publicly about something bad that someone's doing. In 2007, American activist Tarana Burke used the term Me Too to raise awareness and stand with victims of sexual abuse. A decade later, the hashtag went viral, and as more and more women spoke out, they learned they were not alone. Me Too has evolved into a global movement. And I should tell you that today's lesson will contain more offensive language and will address a more dense topic than usual. So if you're interested in learning English with something lighter today, please click on this link to the playlist of lessons that are more family-friendly. But before we get started, if you're new here, let me quickly tell you how this lesson is gonna work. First, you will watch the scene with subtitles. Then you will learn some of the most important vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Finally, you will test your comprehension by watching the clip one more time without subtitles and answering some of our quiz questions. If you're new to our channel, let me tell you that every week we put out lessons just like this one to help you understand your favorite movies and series without getting lost and without subtitles. So hit that subscribe button and bell down below so you never miss any of our new lessons.
Its estimated time of arrival was...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, yes.
Hi, sorry. We haven't been honest with you. I mean, not like with the news. I'm not talking about that. I'm actually talking about ourselves.
What the fuck are they doing? Get ready to go to tape early.
We don't tell you everything, even a little bit. I mean, this whole place, it's really different than what it may appear to you. And there are some really bad things going on here. Some really bad things, they're bad people, and...
Are we doing this?
Yeah. You wanna?
We should just tell the truth quickly. They're gonna cut us off.
Yes.
We have 1 minute.
Let's go.
Roll the fucking tape.
Ignore that, Donnie. Do not roll tape. Stay on the teacup and get everything.
Okay, push in, Gene. Get it all.
We would like to share some information about our network.
We believe Fred Micklin to have been central in creating an environment that silenced women who came forward to complain about sexual misconduct.
Those motherfuckers! No!
UBA is about to release an internal investigation saying that they have been cleared. This is not true. It is mostly bullshit.
It is all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I'm not gonna lie to you anymore. None of us are gonna lie to you anymore because I'm as culpable as anyone in terms of not calling out or helping to end the sexual misconduct that goes on in this fucking building.
On October 1st, 2017, Mitch Kessler traveled to Las Vegas to cover the horrible massacre. While he was there, he slept with a female colleague. She was young. He was her boss.
So in today's scene from The Morning Show, an Apple TV Plus drama series, we will witness how the silence surrounding sexual abuse in the news network broadcasting company is finally broken. It's very emotional moment for Alex, Jennifer Aniston's character, because she recognizes it was her fault too. So the language she uses is very passionate and explicit.
Its estimated time of arrival was...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, yes.
If someone just came into my room while I'm recording this lesson, they would interrupt me. So to interrupt means to stop a person from saying or doing something.
Its estimated time of arrival was...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, yes.
In this word, natives often drop the T sound in the NT letters combination, so we hear interrupt instead of interrupt.
You know what? I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm actually not feeling good. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Oh, no!
We haven't been honest with you. I mean, not like with the news. I'm not talking about that. I'm actually talking about ourselves.
Haven't been is the present perfect tense of the verb to be. Alex talks about not being honest with their audience in the past and up until this very moment where they finally decide to speak the truth. So something that started in the past and shows the consequence for the present moment grammatically is represented by the present perfect.
What the fuck are they doing? Get ready to go to tape early?
Ready,
We
tape?
don't tell you everything.
This expression contains more vulgar language with the F word. It's used when you are surprised or taken aback and don't understand what's going on. A softer way to express the same idea would be, "What the hell?" or "What the heck?" or "What on earth are you doing?" Now about the line ready tape. You know the word ready. You get yourself ready for an exam or you get ready to go to school. Here you see the word ready used as a verb, which sounds rather formal. He says ready tape, meaning prepare the tape or get the tape ready.
I mean, this whole place, it's really different than what it may appear to you.
We just heard Alex saying this sentence.
It's really different than what it may appear to you.
What she means to say is that the audience can't see the full picture of what's going on behind the scenes in the morning show. How the audience sees the show and its amiable hosts is not exactly how things are in real life. The word appear in this context means to seem, to give an impression. Let's see how to use word formation to create new words. By adding the ending ence, A-N-C-E, to appear, we will get the word appearance, which means the looks. And the saying, "Don't judge by appearance," means don't make assumptions about someone based on how they look. I want you to learn another meaning of the word to appear. If person appears suddenly, it means that they show up, become visible. So in this case, appearance will have the meaning of becoming visible. And if you make an appearance at the party, you simply show up at the party. Now let's add the prefix dis and get the word disappear. To disappear means to vanish from sight, to be no longer visible. And of course, disappearance means vanishing, the state of being lost or impossible to find. Now we will play for you a couple of clips where these words are used, and your task is to guess the word based on the context.
And appearance not important.
Nice try, but you two did something to get that kid out, and you don't want to shine a light on that by appearing together in public.
Don't feel bad. I've made quite a few appearances on that thing.
She's a strong writer.
He disappeared into the night.
No, he didn't. That's exactly what didn't happen.
Sometimes I find it hard to remember all the new words that I learn. That's why I like to review them occasionally. And I wonder how many new words from today's lesson you would want to repeat later in the week to memorize them better. Is it 5, 10, maybe 15? Do you remember them still? To make an appearance, to come forward, to cut someone off? If you weren't taking notes, don't worry, we got you covered. For today's lesson, we created a deck of flashcards on our real-life app that you can practice with. It's based on advanced technologies so that difficult words would show up more frequently than the easier ones. They also come with the images and example sentences for better memorization. Check it out on Real Life app in the What's New section. And if you haven't yet installed Real Life app on your smartphone, do it right now. Go grab the link in the description to this video or search for Real Life English in the Google Play or Apple App Store. And now let's get back to the lesson.
Are we doing this?
Yeah. You wanna?
We should just tell the truth quickly. They're going to cut us off.
Yes.
We have 1 minute.
Let's go.
Here, Bradley means the streaming may be cut off or stopped abruptly, so the show will be interrupted and no longer online. This phrasal verb has other meanings as well. Let's look at them. My daughter had really long hair, so last year we decided to cut it off. In this case, it means using scissors to cut some hair. Sometimes electricity in my neighborhood is cut off, which means the supply of electricity to the house is interrupted or stopped. If you cut someone off when they are speaking, that means you're interrupting them and stopping them from speaking. And if you drive your car and cut someone off, Then you drive suddenly in front of a moving car in a dangerous way.
We would like to share some information about our network.
We believe Fred Micklin to have been central in creating an environment that silenced women who came forward to complain about sexual misconduct.
You see how emotional Alex is. That's why her language is more expressive and more casual too. Bradley, on the other hand, holds herself calm, and as a news anchor, she sticks to the formal language. One of the examples of such formal structure is this sentence.
We believe Fred Micklin to have been central in creating an environment that silenced women who came forward to complain about sexual misconduct.
If you wanted to say the same phrase with simpler language, you might say something like, seems like Fred Micklin is responsible for creating such working conditions where it was simply impossible for women to speak out. We'll look into the vocabulary used here with the phrases like to be central or to come forward, but let's talk about the grammatical aspect of her speech here. In news reports and formal writing, it is common to use impersonal passive forms of reporting verbs. It is believed that, it has been reported that, it is said that. It helps the news anchors distance themselves from the situation and the source of it. The impersonal passive has two forms. The first, it plus be plus past participle, that, subject plus verb. It is believed that Fred Micklin was central to. And the second, someone or something plus be plus past participle plus infinitive. Fred Micklin is believed to have been central to. So you see, in these examples it's not clear who believes that Fred is so-and-so. Now here Alex and Bradley take responsibility by saying they believe.
We believe Fred Micklin to have been central in creating an environment that silenced women who came forward to complain about sexual misconduct.
To have been is the perfect infinitive, and it is used here to express the past action. He created those conditions from the very beginning. That was an advanced piece of grammar, right? Why don't you try to practice it by watching some news and trying to identify the impersonal passive? You can also watch this lesson we made in the past on how to learn English by watching news. Now about the vocab. So central in this context means to play the major part or the most important role. So Fred Micklin is believed to have been central to or to have played the major role in creating this unhealthy environment. You know the word silence. If there is silence, there is no sound, so silence means the absence of sound. Here it is used as the verb. To silence someone is forcing them to be silent, also threatening someone to keep them from saying something. Check the example from the Grey's Anatomy.
Money, honey. Good God, don't be naive. A fortune was paid to silence those women.
No.
To come forward means to speak about a crime, to bring attention to it, to give information.
Anybody hear shots? See what happened?
Nobody's come forward so far, but Marilyn Monroe and Charlie Chaplin over there?
We believe Fred Micklin to have been central in creating an environment that silenced women who came forward to complain about sexual misconduct.
Those motherfuckers! No!
UVA is about to release an internal investigation saying that they have been cleared.
The word misconduct is more often used when we witness or hear about an unacceptable or improper behavior, especially in the working place. Sexual misconduct is a broad term relating to any unwanted sexual behavior, from comments and jokes to any kind of sexual abuse. When someone is about to do something, they are ready to do it very soon. When I'm about to start recording a lesson for you, I check my camera setting, adjust the lighting, and do some breathing exercises.
We know where Ocampo is. We got the warrant for Diaz's tap. Called his brother and arranged a meetup. It's about to go down.
Let's say you're accused of crime without a reason. You didn't commit it. Then you would do all you can to clear yourself of the charges, to remove all the charges.
Anyway, Lois has been cleared of all charges.
This is not true. It is mostly bullshit.
It is all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I'm not gonna lie to you anymore.
The softer way to say bullshit is nonsense or simply a lie. So Alex says they shouldn't believe a word their boss is saying because it's all a big lie or a crap. Another strong word.
It's bullshit, and I'm not gonna lie to you anymore. None of us are gonna lie to you anymore.
Let's break down the connected speech in the sentence, none of us are gonna lie to you anymore. The first three words in this collocation would always be pronounced as one. The F sound turns into V, and we have the schwa sound there. So not of, but of us, none of us. The main stress in the sentence falls on the verb lie, so the words before and after it group together around it. Are gonna lie to you. The T sound between the vowels is pronounced as duh, so lie to you becomes lie to you. None of us are gonna lie to you anymore.
Bullshit, and I'm not gonna lie to you anymore. None of us are gonna lie to you anymore. It's bullshit, and I'm not gonna lie to you anymore. None of us are gonna lie to you anymore because I'm as culpable as anyone in terms of not calling out or helping.
Culpable, culprit, culpability. All these words have a Latin root culpa, meaning guilt or responsibility. You might have heard the phrase mea culpa, meaning that's my fault. You may be surprised, but you can come across this phrase in modern English as well when someone is trying to use this fancy or more formal way to say, that's my bad, I'm guilty. Now let's come back to our word from the scene. Alex says she's culpable because she feels responsible for this bad situation. She feels guilty. Culpability is responsibility for wrongdoing, and culprit is a person who is responsible for a crime. So the main culprit here is Fred, but Alex feels she's also culpable.
He admits it. You heard it. He admits culpability.
You're being naive, Nancy.
Because I'm as culpable as anyone in terms of not calling out or helping to end the sexual misconduct that goes on in this fucking building.
In this context, to call out is to bring attention to someone's unacceptable actions or behavior, and do it publicly to make other people aware of it, and by doing so criticize the behavior and help prevent it from spreading.
On October 1st, 2017, Mitch Kessler traveled to Las Vegas to cover the horrible massacre. While he was there, he slept with a female colleague. She was young. He was her boss.
In the context of news, the word cover means to report on the event, to show it on the news.
The news has been covering it all morning!
On October 1st, 2017, Mitch Kessler traveled to Las Vegas to cover the horrible massacre. While he was there, he slept with a female colleague. She was young. He was her boss.
A massacre is a deliberate and brutal killing of people. Now, are you ready for a test? Let's watch the clip one more time now without subtitles and answer some quiz questions.
Its estimated time of arrival was...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, yes.
Hi, sorry. We haven't been honest with you. I mean, not like with the news. I'm not talking about that. I'm actually talking about ourselves.
What the fuck are they doing?
Guess which word is the odd one out? Interrupt, intervene, interact, intrude. To interact means to communicate. All the other words mean the same, to prevent or disrupt.
Get ready to go to tape early.
Ready,
We don't tell you everything, even a little bit. I mean, this whole place, it's really different than what it may appear to you.
In which of the following sentences the verb to appear is used with the meaning of to seem? The moon appears bigger when it's closer to the earth. Then the sun will appear in all its radiance and fill the world with light. The long-awaited sequel to the movie will appear in theaters next month.
And there are some really bad things going on here. Some really bad things, there are bad people, and...
Are we doing this?
Yeah, you wanna?
We should just tell the truth quickly. They're gonna cut us off.
Yes.
We have 1 minute.
Roll the fucking tape.
Ignore that, Donnie. Do not roll tape. Stay on the teacup and get everything.
The sentence "they are gonna cut us off" means that they will be fired, they will be killed, they will be disconnected.
Okay, push in, Gene. Get it all.
We would like to share some information about our network.
We believe Fred Micklin to have been central in creating an environment that silenced women who came forward to complain about sexual misconduct.
What does to come forward mean in this context? To ask questions? To speak out? To take a step forward?
UBA is about to release an internal investigation saying that they have been cleared. This is not true. It is mostly bullshit.
It is all bullshit.
Choose the correct ending for this sentence. UBA is about to release an internal investigation saying that they have been clear, they will have been cleared, they have been cleared.
It's bullshit, and I'm not gonna lie to you anymore. None of us are gonna lie to you anymore because I'm as culpable as anyone in terms of not calling out or helping to end the sexual misconduct that goes on in this fucking building.
Can you spell the word culpable? Culpable. Hey, how was today's lesson for you? Our team is always grateful to receive any feedback you have for us, so use the opportunity, go to the comment section and write what you thought about today's lesson. We also read all of your questions and suggestions for the next lessons. And if you liked to learn English with the morning show, this is another lesson we made in the past with this show.
I never anticipated we would be met with such utter disrespect and insubordination in return. This network has every right to terminate you immediately. You have placed us in an impossible situation. You have embarrassed yourself. You have done something unforgivably selfish. And for what? To what end? I find myself wondering if we can even trust you